what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Cryantics podcast, number 7. My name is Lane. I'm here with Justin.
Intro.
And Eli's back. Eli, it was a great week without
Eli,
you last
not Louie.
week.
You're a liar.
It was a great week.
Liar.
And I was talking mad shit.
I believe that.
So, if you haven't checked out our podcast before, it releases every Monday at 3 p.m. We recorded it Saturday. So, if any news comes out on Sunday or Monday morning, that's why we haven't talked about it. We just discuss gaming news, TV news, just anything we really want to talk about. Is the best way to put it. I don't know how to do this intro.
I like how you usually give us shit for, well, I just did it again, for swearing, and then you started off with a swear.
Well, I don't.
You were first.
I don't bleep out anything on the podcast or any of our hour-long videos. And then I tested it out on Mario Kart and Overwatch, I think, so far.
Yeah, and you have a dirty mouth.
You're the one that swears the most. I was texting Justin. I texted you, but you were asleep. I was texting Justin. I was like, there's 53 swears in this 12-minute video.
That was between the two of us, right?
Yeah. I had maybe like 5. Eli, everything he says is like fucking something fucking. I was like, what are you doing? Do you need that in between every sentence? Yeah. So for the first topic, we're going to talk about, everyone's been talking about this week, how PewDiePie used, what?
I said, yeah, buddy.
Oh, okay. How he's been using the N, or not using. He's not constantly, kind of. But
he's dropped it.
He used the N-word on a live stream after. Well, this says after months of denying he's racist. I don't know why. This is just on Vox, but people they like to jump over the edge of just claiming he's a racist.
Aren't they saying he's racist because he did that pay money for that, and then those people in Uganda
that would
or
be,
something hold up a sign?
Yeah.
That's not.
And but they took racist stuff, right?
That's not race, is it? That's religion.
The first thing he did the first time is he made a video that he said people are going to take this video out of context, and then just did a bunch of things, and then people chopped stuff out of the video and took it out of context. That was the whole joke of the video. He paid. Have you guys ever checked out what's the website he used? I forget what it's called. There's a website where you can pay $5 to get pay. I don't know if this is good. Pay
$65. No, thank you.
Get things. I don't know if that's gonna bring up.
That's gonna bring up
Fiverr. There we go.
Okay.
Fiverr. So he paid. Someone was like, "Well, if you pay us $5, we'll hold up a sign and dance around, and we'll write on the sign whatever it says." So he wrote "Death to all Jews," and he's like, "There's no way they're gonna do this," and they did it. and if you're watching this video, like he holds up the sign and "Death to Jews," and PewDiePie's like, "Oh my fucking god, they actually did it." And so they did that. And then there was a few times at the end of his videos where he was talking about how people like telling people what to do, or he dress up as Hitler and stuff like that. And then they just, the New York Times just took it all out of context and then just made a big article like, he's super racist.
Oh, I mean, that's how they're going to get views and all that
Yeah,
stuff,
exactly.
Though.
They use him to get
so
views.
Shady, though. Especially in the New York Times, you feel like they would be more...
Well...
like respect, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Kinda. I don't really want to look up that old article. So they said that's why this says after months of denying he's racist, because he has dark humor, and having dark humor nowadays just isn't allowed. I guess it's allowed, but you get criticized.
Very frowned upon.
Like Bill Burr does all kinds of dark humor, and but he's considered like one of the best comedians going today, I think.
Well, that's what he started as.
Well, yeah, he's from Boston too. I don't know if
he's fucked.
I never knew that he was funny. I just saw him in Breaking Bad, and then I listened to him on Joe Rogan's podcast. And they're like, he's a great comedian, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, yeah,
so, I don't know. The video of PewDiePie saying, we're not going to watch that video, granted, but he said the N-word while he wasn't even getting shot. He was shooting at somebody.
Some kid jacked his kill.
Yeah,
there was a down guy, and he got away from him shooting at him, and then he killed the guy.
And he said it with the ER at the end, which I think... that's a lot worse than just saying it with an A at the end, at least in my opinion. But at the same time, I don't think just saying it, granted, he said it just saying any other sentence. Right. So it's clear that it's in his vocabulary, or like he says it often, which is really fucked up. I can't defend him with that.
It does sound like he drops the bomb a few times a week. At least.
Yeah, because it came out too easy, but he was clearly just looking for any derogatory.
He wasn't angry and no one set him off. He just dropped it.
That's what that word's obviously bad. I'm not saying that word's not bad or anything like that, but it's still like our generation. We always say gay or retard
all those are getting frowned upon too.
They should be frowned upon, but it's still that's what we like. Granted, saying
there's a difference. When we were growing up, they were around, but now we're trying to correct it.
There's a difference between going from gay and retard to the N word. Like that's a big jump, but still, I think he's also from Europe. I think Europeans say that like a lot. I don't know if that's true. That's what I read. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I'm not from Europe.
I know you're not from Europe, but I don't know if you heard anything about it. Like, I guess that's like how I think isn't faggot like a general? It's cigarettes in Europe, and
they have a lot of words that are really bad over here, but like normal over there.
I think, granted, the N-word's bad anywhere you play it. Like,
Right.
not play it, anywhere you say it, but still, like, he uses it. He uses it way more than, like, you can tell that he, like I said, he probably uses it on a weekly basis at least. Especially because there was, where's that video?
Yeah, but as like a streamer and an online personality, you got to be able to.
You do have to be more
be
aware.
able to shut off aspects of what you. I mean, it would be nice if he just never said it, but
The problem with that, though, is
definitely shouldn't say it on
he's
stream.
generally a YouTuber that just edits videos, but then since YouTube's been like really bad with their ads and stuff like
been
that,
trying
he
to
started live streaming to get more like revenue
Probably
and stuff
a bad
like that.
idea for him.
He's just a big man child, and that's his persona. That's probably what he is in real life. It's just like it slipped out, and then all these people acting like they've never been angry and a word slipped out. Maybe not that word. I've never said that word, but there's been times where I'd say words that like probably shouldn't say that when I'm angry, but like I do say shit like that.
Like, I'm trying to think of a word.
There's no word as bad as that word. I'll admit that. But you've never said faggot or something when you're screaming at someone when they kill you or stuff like that. Like,
absolutely.
We've all done that. Everyone's done that. And if they pretend they haven't done that, they're lying.
Oh, yeah. Xbox chat, Steam chat, all toxic communities.
Oh,
wow. I see what you're doing there. You're going to pull that into our next topic. What a segue. But do you think that him just saying that word makes him a racist, though?
I don't know. Kind of dropped it pretty quick. Like,
he did drop it quick, but I don't think that makes you racist. Just saying.
Maybe not racist.
It's close to the line. I'll give you that. But
he's got a foot over on both sides.
it's like it's like him saying it wasn't, but the fact that that's the word he went to kind of seems like you can connect the dots and say maybe he is a little racist.
What do you guys think about Eli? Have you heard how the guy? Do you know what the game Firewatch is?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
I played it. I liked it.
The guy who created Firewatch, one of the guys who created Firewatch, I don't know how many people did it. PewDiePie's made videos in it. Yeah. I guess I can just pull up the article.
I've heard of this, and they're trying to pull the videos.
They did pull his videos down.
They did?
Firewatch.
Last I heard, they filed the DMC.
Yeah, they got pulled down.
They filed the
Well,
this is what I watched.
I really don't think these people should be pulling their games because PewDiePie definitely brought in revenue for them.
Well, let's see if this brings up the tweets the guy said. This is what he started out with. He says, we're filing a DMC takedown of PewDiePie's Firewatch content, any future Campo Santo games. I'm sick of this. I thought he said man-child in the actual tweet. I'm sick of this child getting more and more chances to make money off what we make. He's worse than a closeted racist. He's a propagander of despicable garbage that does real damage to the culture around this industry. There's something... Oh, this is what it is. Furthermore, we're complicit. I'm sure we've made money off the 5.7 million views that his video made. So how many buys do you think from 5.7 million? If I put like a rough estimate on it, I'd say at least 100,000.
I'd say probably more.
Probably more, but I was like a rough estimate.
People
I'd
wouldn't
say.
even bother with this game unless someone big.
A lot of people were talking about it. That's the thing. I don't know how much PewDiePie influenced other people getting it.
No, yeah, they do because streamers like Summit.
It's like people like Eli. He watches a game. He's like, I want to fucking buy it.
They sponsor videos. Like they pay you to play. Like Summit will get paid to play this game for this many hours.
Right.
But he'll talk it up and people will go and buy it after.
But the thing about Firewatch, isn't it just a linear game? There's no like choices or anything like that. So people are arguing that people just watched the video, got what the game was about, and then went on their way and didn't actually buy the game. But I find that very hard to believe.
I mean, that's a separate argument. But yeah.
But
it's fairly linear. There's a lot of you can kind of get lost.
This is what happened. I assume you probably didn't watch. Did you watch the PewDiePie apology video? I'm guessing no, Justin.
No, I watched it. It was quick, and I never believe those fucking things.
People don't apologize for things unless they get caught.
I apologize to the fans.
If he said the N-word, like if us in a video said the N-word and like two people heard about it, there'd be no problem. Like obviously there'd be a problem that we said it, but like it's not gonna get news coverage. It's not gonna make them
unless somebody digs deep if we ever make it.
Yeah, but
and they're like, oh my god.
He said in his video that he saw these tweets by the guy and he's like, so I took them down. He's like, I like if any like developer or anything messages me and be like, actually no, this wasn't in his apology video. He made a separate video.
To avoid the lawsuit.
He made a separate video where he was talking about the guy taking down his videos and he's like, if anybody wants, like, I'll respect anyone that wants me to take down their videos. Like I understand I did something wrong. Just message me. Don't. Because if you file
don't go to the media with
you file a DC, what is it, DCMA, DMCA, DMCA, that's a strike against your channel, and if you get 3 strikes, it shuts your channel down. So this guy, I don't know how many videos PewDiePie has. I don't think it says anywhere here. It's probably just one. I'm assuming. But say there was 3. And this guy was just like, well, fuck PewDiePie, 3 strikes, delete his channel, biggest channel on YouTube.
Yeah. It has to be 3 strikes in like a certain amount of period, right?
Yeah, but if he did it just
all at once.
Yeah, but like if he does it 3 times in the span of 6 months to a year,
I think the
kind of. I mean, it would disrupt his livelihood. I understand that, but like,
well, he is at a point
he'd
that
still also be fine. He could just relaunch. Didn't he?
Yeah, he made a second. He made a second channel just for the laughs,
for shits and giggles, and raked in some more money.
And he made like 2 million subscribers or something. He's like, I'm just gonna do it just to prove a point that I can do whatever I want. He is at a point that like some celebrities get to where you're so popular that it doesn't matter.
Everyone guns for you.
That, but it also you're at a point where you're so popular that nothing's gonna. Like this,
nothing's gonna bring you down.
Nothing's gonna bring you down. If his channel got taken down, like Justin said, he'd come back and make
next day.
He'd make a living anyways. But still, that's still fucked up.
He just put up a new channel.
He could.
PewDiePie crust.
What?
PewDiePie crust.
What is?
Because pie and then.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're making a new channel for him.
I was very, very confused. But like, don't you think it's fucked up that he could say something wrong, but he could say something wrong, and then a developer that on his website, on the Firewatch website, it says, "Can you stream our game?" And he's like, "Yeah, we love that people stream our game. Tweet at us, and we'll tweet it out there."
But that's like an umbrella statement.
It is an umbrella statement.
If he fucking hates PewDiePie, then yeah, as the developer, he has the fucking rights, and he can say, "I don't want him streaming my game." He
does, but he's also doing it after the fact, and I think it's really fucked up that he could end.
Yeah, that's my thing. Is he was streaming, obviously, it's right there. That's PUBG, right?
Yeah, he's playing Battlegrounds.
Like if he did it while doing like Firewatch, I feel like that would have been the issue.
That'd be a different
like
thing.
the way that he's, I love a Firewatch game, but like it's kind of weird
I
that
think
this
Firewatch guy's just taking advantage.
Or he had an issue with him before and just kind of like swept it under the rug, and then this happened. And then
I think the stuff from before that's not even like he was dressing up as Hitler and making like racist jokes. Like that's not. My personal opinion. I don't know your personal opinion.
Will Ferrell and whatever the guy Step Brothers, they fucking did that as part of the movie.
I thought you were gonna make.
You're gonna love this neighborhood. I thought you were like a KKK member and a.
I think anything is allowed to be joked about if you're making it like clear that it's a joke.
Light and a joke.
Like PewDiePie's whole channel is just comedy.
Joke, yeah.
Just complete comedy. So if you take like he made the video that's just taking stuff out of context, and that's what they did. They took it out of context.
But that wasn't comedy.
This wasn't comedy, I'll say that. But like, I think the Firewatch guy, because it says right here, I'm sick of this child getting more and more chances. I think he's basing that off of the old stuff where he was taking stuff out. The New York Times piece, where they were trying to take him down because people just love taking people down.
I will say that what was that website?
What website?
The one where the $5 website, like that one.
Fiverr?
That one seems like that was kind of taken out of context. I understand he was making.
He was trying to see if
granted you could have put
how far he could go with it.
Yeah, but I mean, he could have picked a different extreme, honestly. But I don't know what I would have done.
Different extreme?
I don't know. Like
you say that now, and then the next extreme, looking back on, he could have picked a different one. It's fucking cycle. He tried to see how far I could go with it. It's not like
the only thing that could go with that is that he also makes Hitler jokes. So if you make Hitler jokes and then you write "Death to all Jews," then people are gonna just put those together.
It becomes a trend.
Yeah, people are gonna put those together. I don't think he's fucked up what he said, but I don't think he's actually racist towards people. People just talk. Me and Justin and Louie were talking about this last night. They just talk out. They just call everyone racist. Just everyone's racist, and it just takes away what
it's a world of extremes.
Then when you actually get a racist, then it's like, so what? Like all the people, the Charlestown, the Nazis that actually were in Charlestown, like causing fucking issues, like those are actually racist. Like let's actually call them what they are. A guy making
because those guys, those are the ones I actually kind of fear.
Exactly,
that was scary shit.
The fucking psychopaths with like swords.
Whatever one did the interview on that, and I was like, holy shit. And then, I mean, granted, I'm a white guy, so it doesn't really affect me the way it probably affects. I
think, Eli, did I talk to you about this week? I did, because I was talking to Louis this week I was telling you about the Jamel Hill thing. Did you hear about the Jamel Hill thing? Do you know who Jamel Hill is? The Sports Center.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right.
She tweeted out that Trump's a white supremacist. Like, okay.
Everyone in his cabinet is white supremacist.
Everyone in his cabinet is a white supremacist. Like, okay. And then everyone who votes for him is a white supremacist. He had 63 million votes. And just all of them. All of them are white supremacists. But it just... People are just doing... I forget where I was going with that point. What were we talking about?
It's overinflated.
Oh, okay. Well, Eli, no. I was talking to Louis about that. And he's like, you don't understand because you're white. And I hate that excuse more than anything.
There's a little bit of truth to it, though.
Yes.
There's a little bit of truth to it.
Name one white...
But it's an out that you shouldn't just jump to. You shouldn't just be you can't have opinions, or you can't, like... Granted, I don't know what black people went through or go through or anything like that on a daily basis, but I have a rough idea where I'm not saying I'm right or anything like that.
Should watch season 1 of Friday Night Lights.
Why?
They had an episode about racism. The running back was black, and they played some team that was like the town was a little bit more racist, and then like they won and they got food thrown at them, and then they were driving the bus back home to their school, and like the cops pulled them over and was like, "We need that guy. We're gonna arrest him." And they're like, "No."
I'm not saying racism doesn't exist. It obviously exists.
Yeah,
but to say people who aren't the certain races can't have opinions on anything is just like it doesn't make sense to me, and I hate that out. When Louis went to that, and I immediately texted Eli, and I was like, Louis really just pulled this card. Like, you can't have a conversation anymore before people just jump to certain extremes and stuff like that.
I agree.
And I don't like it. So what do you guys think about the Firewatch actually pulling down his video, even when he took him down? He took down the videos because he saw these tweets, took him down, and then they still copyright struck him. I think at least 2, might have just been 1.
I don't think they should be able to do that to him.
I don't think so either.
I think they can.
Why?
It wasn't during their game.
My thing is,
did they ask him?
That's the thing. He should have been. It should have been the incident was related to the game.
If the incident was related to the game, like PUBG could go ahead and say, "Hey, look, we want you to take down our games."
I just think it's a little hypocritical of Firewatch because
to make the money and then
he says he fucks up.
Throw him under the
he
bus.
fucks up real bad. I'll admit that.
Right.
And then they're just like, "Well, we don't like that you said that. We're gonna." Potentially they could, like, imagine he has a bunch
we
of
fucking love
did they actually
for streaming our game and bring all this revenue to
did they actually pay him for a sponsorship?
They didn't pay him for a sponsorship, but they must have made so much money off because he's the biggest YouTuber.
How do you track that though?
There's no way to track that, but you have to assume. That's why Let's Plays aren't technically fair use.
So like kind of funny, and all those people, the only reason, and IGN, the only reason they were talking about Firewatch as an indie game was because they watched PewDiePie.
No, I'm not saying that
80% of them.
I'm not saying that PewDiePie is the biggest reason that game sold. But when you have the biggest YouTuber making the video about it, 5.7 million people see it.
It's maximum exposure.
Exactly. I'm not saying like they're the reason. He's the reason the game's popular. But to like he even acknowledges it. That's right. That they probably made money off him. Yeah.
And he brings. I mean, they have to. He's bringing their content to such a wide variety of people that normally wouldn't see this indie game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's not how I saw this game or anything like that. But with 50,
yeah, but like it's also like, what if you sell somebody a Coke and then slide a gun to them too or something? It's like you can't. I don't know. Yeah,
I don't. Where are you going with?
A bit different with this one.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you can use him as like a platform to show your game, but at the same time, he shouldn't be able to then do whatever the fuck he wants.
But that's a thin line where you should make that known, like where, like, because Let's Plays. I was gonna say that
you just hate that it was after the fact.
That's the dumbest. Because
Firewatch was what, like 2 years ago,
something like that. He has a bunch of Battlegrounds videos. Like, say if they went on his channel and like we don't like that he said that while playing us game, they would just shut down his channel, like no questions asked. And I don't think. Even when he was playing the game and he said it, I don't think that...
Well, you say they would shut down his channel, but it also has to be 3 people.
No,
three separate developers. It has to
be 3 videos.
Oh, okay.
So, like, say on our channel, we just upload it. Like, remember that?
So they literally could just...
They could just shut down his channel just because he made a mistake.
So what you're saying is we should do more one-offs.
I mean, no. People aren't going to do this because technically, Let's Plays aren't fair use. Technically, like, they have... A court case has never gone to court to, like... determine if it's fair lose,
like Supreme Court,
whatever. Like, there's never been a court case where people have argued if it's fair use or not fair use. It's just like an agreement that developers make with YouTubers that like you play our game, it's free advertising for us.
You can make your money.
You make your money. We're gonna make money because it's just we don't have to pay you to actually advertise our game, and then to just go back on the fact and just be like, well, fuck you. You made a mistake.
You made us money. You fucked up.
I think that's like a thin line that's just...
Why wouldn't you just say, hey, we want you to take our videos down. We're going to cut all ties with PewDiePie.
He took down the videos, too, before he took them down, and then like a day later, they copyright striked it. Like, he didn't delete them. He just unmonetized, or not unmonetized, made them unlisted. So no one could see them. No one could search for them, anything like that.
Why wouldn't you just delete them?
don't know. That's a fair question. I have no clue.
He was going to weather the storm and then put him back out? Or edit it and then re-upload it?
No, because...
How are you going to edit it? It's still their gameplay.
Yeah, it's still... They just didn't like that he was playing the game.
He just edits the... yeah, that's true.
It is a good point why he didn't delete it. I don't know if, like, if you delete... I don't know if that will, like, kill his analytics or something like that. Like, it'll hurt the algorithm because all of a sudden you just lose 5.7 million views to your view count. So maybe that's why. But I don't understand all of the...
That's literally probably why.
It probably is why. And it's just fucked up. Granted, now he lost the 5.7 million views anyways.
So
plus,
all the rest of their games copyrighted now? Anything on Firewatch?
For other people?
Yeah.
Oh, no. So we could make a video of Firewatch right now.
So they can just copyright one person?
Yeah, you can copyright. All they have to do is go to his channel, see that... Because technically, when you upload a video, there's a computer that it checks for certain music and stuff like that. They have a big database. But all video games, not all video games, most video games just get through because the developer doesn't care.
Right.
So then he can go to the channel and be like, well, he stole my content. Fuck you. He can do that like any channel he wants to go to. And if he just disagrees with them, just takes it down.
Gotcha.
No question. Like, I don't think... I know it's his game and they made it and all this. They own it. But it's still... It's weird to have different, like...
Parameters?
Yeah. I don't like that just because he... Like... Maybe he feels like a... See, I don't think him saying the N-word is the end of the world. It's fucked up, but it's not like he...
No, I'll say it did get kind of blown up. Like
yeah,
this
it definitely did get kind of blown up.
Because like I tried to find the original...
said it. It's a terrible thing to say, but...
Yeah.
That's why sometimes I don't like talking about this, because I'm not trying to defend him.
If he was just getting blowback from people, it's understandable. Shouldn't have said it.
Yeah.
But if these other people that he did help them out in a way, are now just trying to take shots at him...
Yeah.
My thing is that PewDiePie will be fine, but I'm pretty sure they're still an indie studio, and their next game would probably benefit from having
him.
Yeah,
and he's gonna all the fans of PewDiePie.
He deliberately says, "I don't want future whatever games on the campo."
Because PewDiePie has such a big fan base that everyone that likes PewDiePie and defending PewDiePie for this, especially with the videos get taken down,
they're not supremacist.
I'm saying like all the people that are with PewDiePie and like angry at they're
not going to play those Campo.
They're not going to buy the next Campo Santo game, and with 57 million views or subscribers or something, a lot of I'm not saying it's going to like cripple them or anything like that, but you're taking a shot to the leg that you don't need to take for no reason, pretty much. Like maybe if he like, see, it's weird to draw a line where like take it down and don't take it down, but like if he was like a mass murderer or he came out like raping people or anything like that, it's kind of a thin line to straddle.
I could make a bad joke. I kind of don't want to.
I'm just saying that like I hate talking about this because it seems like I'm trying to defend him, but I'm really what he said is fucking terrible.
Yeah, but I don't think people should be
everything nowadays
like jumping on him now that he's in this weaker position.
He's not even in a weaker position.
I feel like they're just taking advantage of the situation.
They're taking shots at him because he's the biggest YouTuber. Yeah. So websites like
which is why the fuck would he not be so careful?
I think it's publicity for these.
Yeah, like this. I wonder
100%. But why, as a streamer, why the fuck would you not be so careful?
Because he is a man-child. Like that's his whole persona and everything that. He made a mistake. I don't think
eating all the. I've seen the hot sauce video.
But like even if like we became bulletproof, I don't think we'd turn into assholes.
See, I don't think him saying that makes him an asshole exactly.
He knows how many people he influences. Like when he first started, wasn't it a bunch of kids? He was mostly like kid-oriented.
Yeah, he was mostly because but I don't know if he doesn't really have that fan base anymore. Now he's like matured to like he actually like grew with his audience to actually make good not mature content, I guess, but.
True, but I mean, I'm sure there's still kids that watch.
Oh yeah, there's definitely.
Don't you think if you were streaming,
there's not like parental controls on YouTube?
No, there is. You can do that. Yeah, but
parents won't do that.
Probably not.
Kids can just change them. They know how to work the computer.
Don't you think
better than the parents?
Don't you think if you were doing YouTube, he's did YouTube since 2012, I think, so 5 years.
Oh my God, I started before him.
Yeah, we have this conversation all the time. You fucked up.
I needed money.
You could have done it in your free time, but. Why are you looking at him funny?
I don't know. Just looking.
He made videos that were super popular before PewDiePie made videos that were super popular.
I know.
And he just fucked it up. Okay, sorry. But if you went from making edited videos where you can cut out anything you made, like edit out any bad thing you said or anything that's over the line or anything like that, and then you switch to streaming 8 hours a day, there's probably a chance where you're going to say something, maybe not this, but you're gonna say something that offends someone realistically.
Yeah.
Granted, you're right that he should be more careful of what he says.
But you're also saying he probably needs practice.
I think I would need practice if I was just gonna live.
Oh yeah,
like
you could say a lot of dumb shit without thinking about it.
Like if people get offended by faggot and gay like that, I would definitely say that on a stream.
Say it all the time. I call you a fag all the time.
I'm well aware, but it's not as big of a deal as it seems to be, or they're making it out to be. I guess
PewDiePie.
For PewDiePie, yeah.
No, but it's also number
not.
2 in a recent trend.
I don't think I think this counts as number 1. How do you count?
I mean, no.
What counts as number 1?
The $5 death doll juice thing.
That is.
But I know, I understand. I
I
understand what he was trying to do.
What can we get these people to do?
Yeah.
If that was his video, we're gonna see what we can get. What is it? Fiverr. We're gonna see what we can get Fiverr to write and dance to.
Mm.
I mean, I would.
No, I get it, but like out of context,
that.
like you find somebody that just like skims the headlines.
Yeah, but you could say that about any comedian though. Like how many?
True.
Like Bill Burr, I listen to Bill Burr. He makes
passes.
all kinds of Nazi jokes and everything like that, but they don't say anything about it because he's a comedian. He's on stage making jokes. They like know that's about him, but they just assume PewDiePie is like a YouTuber, so he's making gaming videos, so he's probably not doing dark humor, even though he doesn't really do gaming videos as much anymore. But
right.
it's a fucked up situation. I don't know. He's obviously going to rebound and be perfectly fine.
No, he'll be fine. I just hope he takes it. I mean, it looks like he kind of learned a little bit of his lesson.
The thing with his apology
he
video
just needs to dial it back.
His thing with his apology video is it was the fakest.
Oh yeah, they just have to throw one out.
You have to apologize. Like no one apologizes for no reason.
Caught.
Yeah, exactly.
Tiger Woods wasn't apologizing for fucking
he wasn't
all
gonna.
those girls till he got caught.
And then he got caught. He's like, "Well, I'm really sorry." It's so true. I was listening to I've told Eli WEI Kirk and Callahan. They're like, didn't you get suspended? He's like, yeah. Then I apologized. Then they suspended me for my apology because it wasn't an honest apology. Because he called. Have you ever heard the reporter Erin Andrews?
The one that he always shits on.
Yeah, but have you ever she's a sideline reporter, and like a few years ago, it came out that someone was like peeking into her room and like watching her naked, and there was no proof. It came out to be true like 5 years later or something like that, but it was like there was no proof at the time. It just seemed like she was trying to grab like headlines, like make people feel bad for her.
Yeah.
So he went on the next day and she's like, Erin Andrews is a bitch, and you're not allowed to say that on TV, on radio and stuff like that. So he said that, went on like a huge rant that's like stuff like that. So they suspended him for a week. He came back the week. He's like, so I'm not exactly sorry for calling her. Like there was just some bullshit apology where he's like, I'm sorry that I used that word. I think she is that word, but I'm sorry for saying it. And then the next day he was gone for another week, and he came back and he's like, I'm sorry that I used that word. I didn't mean it. I take it all back. And it's just like you can tell when someone they're apologizing just to save face, I guess is the best way to put it.
Or because someone's making them.
Yeah, exactly. So Eli, you want to talk about what you talk about it, Eli? I don't know what you want to talk. Well, I knew what you don't want to talk, but I don't know how to phrase it.
The toxicity.
Yeah, toxicity. That's the word. Toxicity in game. So I guess Overwatch is trying to ban more people, which makes no sense. I guess
it makes sense.
I like it.
You know how many times I've been called the N-word in Call of Duty?
Is that why they're doing it, or is it just like generic banhammer modding?
There's like they're banhammer modding and they're banhammering racists or people that are like in League of Legends. I'm pretty sure if you can report somebody for saying like, because they used to tell people like go get cancer and like all this fucked up shit. So you can like report them and get them banned and stuff like that.
You need proof for that though. Like
people are typing it in chat.
Oh, if you're typing in chat, that's fucked up, I guess.
Like, people are fucking not the brightest.
And like a shit ton of people record now.
Oh yeah, that too.
Plus, you have the built-in recording, you have the built-in streaming, you have all this stuff.
Yeah. Especially with like Twitch now, you can, if you're stream sniping, Battlegrounds has it set up so they can find out like, oh, you're only joining this, you're leaving every game. Which it's good.
Isn't there like a 5-second latency? I don't even know how much that.
No, some people have it. I think like you can set yours to like almost 0.
Okay. Well, I wasn't like Mixer. That was the whole whatever the Xbox one is.
Yeah, Mixer has a real low latency too, where stuff like that. Yeah. But
so people like you can stream snipe these people, and some people do it. Like
I don't understand.
A lot of the streamers have it where like one kid will follow them around, like an H1Z1. Mm-hmm. One kid would just follow him around playing music, and he would he would be naked, and he just follow him around playing music for him.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, but you have other kids that join the game and they hack it. Like they can go through walls and all that shit, and then they'll kill them immediately every time.
I know for H1Z1 and Battlegrounds that people do that all the time. They'll just follow. They'll try to find a streamer and just so they can get their name on the screen for even a half a second or whatever it is, 1 second, 2 seconds, and it takes away like the fun of the game if you're somebody just following you around.
They just want to fuck over the
That's
streamer.
how I also feel about online achievements. Because I feel like I'm not contributing to the team. I'm just like trying to make some bullshit thing happen.
Well, that's why when you do
we feel about you too.
That's why when you do achievement lobbies with people, like when we did that. Well, granted, that Overwatch we did, we owned like the whole lobby when we were boosting for achievements in Overwatch. But still, at the same time, if you only have like 4 people in this 6-man team, like you're just gonna ruin the whole fucking game for them.
Absolutely.
It's I want them to. I just don't want there to be like. So I don't want them banning everyone left and right. Like there needs to be like.
I think it should be to a certain level.
There should be like either like a strike system where maybe you get 3 strikes and then you get banned, or like because if it's one thing you say wrong, you're banned.
Or like tiers of severity or something.
Something like that. Because just banning
if I'm talking to some kid in COD and I call him a cocksucker or something, I don't want to get banned for that just because he killed me.
And
a kid?
In my opinion,
okay.
In my opinion, you shouldn't. But there's probably a big group of people that would say that like ruins.
It doesn't ruin anything. Talking shit is good. Talk shit.
I think it's good too.
It goes to a certain level with some people.
I think like there's so many times in lobbies. You've been in lobbies where I just give people shit all the time, and it's just like I don't cross the line where I like hope they'll. Trying to think, I've definitely crossed lines before. Well, it depends what you mean. When the people give me the excuse where like my mother's dead, and I'm like, no, she's not. Like, shut up. It's like there's a very low chance that your mother's actually dead, and I'll take that risk if that makes me an asshole. Like,
yeah, there's some chick on Big Brother this season that was like, she says her mom and her are in Mensa, which is like some like super intelligent, right, like high IQ club. She has an inverted spine. She was training for the Olympics. She has rough kneecap syndrome, which doesn't exist. And the guys, and her mom got struck by lightning. So the guy's just like, I don't know how do I compete with this girl? Olympic athlete, inverted spine. Like, what do I do?
But there's plenty of times where I would get banned for things if there's just like one and done.
One and done.
I would be banned from all kinds of games.
I used to talk so much shit in the original Gears to kids. And then, like, my reputation just took a nosedive, and I've always been.
Reputation took a dive for a while too.
Yeah,
mine was terrible for a long. It's probably still terrible. If that's even a thing, mine's probably terrible.
I don't want to play with this player anymore.
Whenever I go into a lobby now,
get that just for doing good though.
I'm upset that I used to like going.
I beat some kid.
Yeah, if you beat someone, they go against. I don't want to
1v1 me.
Why? Blah, blah, blah.
I can't believe you got 2 alties off. I let you. I didn't block, so it's your fault.
I hate the kids that talk shit when you beat them. Like when we play Rocket League, if me and Justin beat someone, they're like, "You guys fucking suck." And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
We were up like 6-0.
Yeah, like what you guys are trash. Play us 2v2. Like,
my teammate's bad. I'm backpacking him.
It just makes no sense.
Now, as the resident PC player, Eli, when you type in like a slur or something online, because I know on Rocket League we have the crossplay with PC people, so when they swear, it comes up as like asterisks. Is that the case with every game?
I don't really type in chat.
Usually
everyone. I see some people talk in chat.
You should see the H1Z1 lobby.
Because I feel like when we play,
I had to mute it.
H1Z1 lobby, you have to mute it.
At the beginning of the game, they put you in a lobby with 150 people, just waiting for the the numbers to get up to start before it starts. People just swearing like Asian racist things all the time,
like racist or like
they'll just put blare music into the thing just to be an asshole.
Everyone uses their mic on PC basically.
I hate that. And like if they ban,
is it complicated to like mute people?
No, you can just mute the whole lobby. That's what we do. We just mute the whole. Well, I sometimes unmute the lobby just to get into arguments with people.
Like back in Halo, you would have to like pull up the scoreboard and go down each individual one, and it wouldn't be there if they didn't have a mic. And I'm just like,
it seems like I hate the people that either they're playing by themselves, so they blare music and they have their mic on. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Why do you have the headset in?
Exactly. Or there's people that like every lobby. You probably find a person that you could probably get along with. That's why I like being. I like being in lobbies.
You can talk to and say dumb shit
and just have fun with.
Like they'll go along.
But then you always have the asshole that either the music, like I said, or they're just breathing into the mic real heavy.
I never give myself a chance. What? Oh, okay.
In H1,
in H1, they all scream Tony Ma.
Tony Ma. Tony Ma.
Doesn't that mean fuck your mother?
Tony Ma. Something like that.
It means something along.
But all the Chinese people would play in our server because their
server sucks.
Yeah, they get like a ping assist or some shit, something dumb.
It's just there is a line where I could see. I don't want that line to be drawn like low, I guess is the best way to put it. Like if you're saying like racist remarks, then I guess get out there. But if you're like get banned.
Yeah.
But if you're just like talking shit to either your friends or talking shit against someone you're playing against competitively.
Yeah, you should.
Well, if you modded the game, 100%.
You should get banned.
Yeah, if you
get
mod
the
the
fuck
game,
out.
you should.
If you mod or cheat, get the
should
fuck
get
out.
banned.
It's-
I don't wanna
that's
deal with
one
that
and done.
either.
I'll agree with that.
That's
That's
fucking obnoxious.
that's one like when
I always get paranoid when I boost. I'm like, I hope they don't think this is cheating. Granted, you're not breaking the game. Because like I did that Gears Forge one. Like you would have 2 scouts and you would go out, have the one scout die, and then like you do that 4 times and then you're up to 999,000 credits and you just buy everything and upgrade it.
you're not gonna like what I said.
And I was like, I feel like we could get in trouble for this. And they're like, no,
Nah.
it's part of the. It's
It's
their
part
fault
of
for
the game,
not.
You're not gonna let me finish the statement. I think that people like you that go into public lobbies and boost for achievements should be banned, but also there shouldn't be online achievements. I'll agree.
think
Like
they
you
should
should be
be
able to do them.
Or they should have an option to be like, have like when I do a raid in Pokemon, you can put like a private friend code.
That's what I
Granted,
like.
that's just a private match.
Like if you go into a private match
on it.
with a bunch of people and do it, like sure, but there's like
Yeah, like you can do
if
that
you
in
go into a
Rocket
game-
League, right? Everything can be
Yeah, you
done
can get
in
all the
private.
yeah,
achievements and-
basically.
yeah.
Yeah, but
That's how it
like
should
Rocket League's nice, but then Overwatch is like you literally have to go in there, lock up, and troll people until they leave, and then you have people on the spectating, so they hop in, and then eventually you'll get a free lobby, and then it'll crash. Or there's something weird with like Overwatch where like if the same team wins twice, like attacking, defending, like it just drops the lobby and you have to go back in. So like it's
Like-
a pain in
like
the
I
ass
think
trying to get.
the online achievements should exist, but I don't think they should be able to do it done in private game.
Yeah,
like if I want to get them by myself playing in a public game, but I'm not like disrupting anything, I think that should like.
But then
that's good.
But then you're gonna have an argument with those people that are like, you should earn your achievements.
Well, you should earn your achievements. If we had a discussion about achievements, which we probably should,
You should have to earn them normally.
I don't.
Which I usually
But they
do, but
shouldn't
like
be as ridiculous. as
gear
some of them
seriously 3.0 7,000 kills with each
Yeah.
gun. Why do I have to?
I agree. There's a lot of dumb ones.
Even just boosting that's gonna take 100 hours.
See, I like achievements, but I'm not to the point that like I want the achievement to get an achievement to mean something. I don't want to just like Justin. Like we know Justin has to just get every single achievement in
Yeah,
the
because
game.
I
like,
look at the percentages and I'm like
that doesn't.
I look at it as like a checkbox kind of.
That doesn't bother me at all. But like when we're doing Marvel, last night we played Marvel Heroes probably like 6 hours,
God.
something like that. Some
I got
long
bored
ass
after
time.
2, and they
Why
were
would you
just
do that?
grinding.
Like that's a game I like. That's a game that has a obtainable 100%. And that's
But you were running the same fucking level for
I
7 hours.
agreed. So that's probably.
I dropped off after 2 and just played through the story with the character I knew the level.
I also like that 100%. Like there's an achievement in that game. Get all the achievements is an achievement.
Right.
That's
Those are old
owned by
school.
like point. I think it's like 0.5%.
they're all like rare achievements.
I like that.
Granted, it just came out on Xbox, right?
It did just come out on Xbox, but still, at that point, I know I got it before anybody else got it, stuff like that. Like, I don't like just running through. I like to 100% games I like.
Yeah.
So, I don't like you're 100%ing Earthworm Jim. And
What
it's like,
the
what?
fuck is that?
You've never seen
It's a
Earthworm?
platformer with like
No.
a space.
It's like an older
Earthworm,
game.
so he can like pull his head out and like whip it, and then
That
he has
sounds
a gun.
awful.
It's like an old school like the what was that, Boogerman or Boogeyman? It was like a Sega fucking platformer where the guy would like shit and
I think I know what you're
throw
talking
poop and
about.
stuff. And
I
It's-
really think
It's an old game. I'm not saying it's a
Yeah.
bad game, but it's just
I'm
like,
saying it's a bad game.
well,
I always wanted to play it, and it was on sale, so I just bought it. And then I was like, I'll play one like AAA game at a time, and then one like free to play or like a small quick
how'd
game.
that
how
work out
long have
for
we
you?
been talking to this
Not great.
topic? Should we just?
It's not. It's a tough platform. It's like, well, the mechanics aren't there. Like if it was Super Meat Boy, I'd be fine.
Don't
but
you think? I'm just gonna talk about achievements right now. Don't you think your life would be a lot
simpler?
better if you weren't just grinding away at
Yeah,
games?
but then I would see how much lack of meaning there is in my life, so I would get depressed. So I would need to fill that void with something,
Good-
probably heroin or cocaine.
No, he's saying since he
No,
only
yeah, I
goes
get
for
it,
achievements,
yeah.
his time's
I
always busy. But I just like
You can do
sometimes.
so much more. It's like you could play multiplayer. I don't know how people don't like.
I don't
enjoy
like-
multiplayer.
I'm gonna say something. Yeah, I don't like multiplayer. I like co-op. I don't. We've had this argument, but we had
I
a
think
topic before.
most stories are fucking boring.
I completely
Not-
disagree.
Not like all of them, but like
You mean like replaying them?
yeah,
Replaying,
I see zero replay value.
There
in
is
a story.
zero replay value.
Unless there's a different ending or something.
Yeah, maybe something like that. But like, I'd rather like you can't just sit there and I could not just sit there. Like I could sit there and on some days and play like a multiplayer for hours and hours and hours. Like when we played H1, hours and hours and hours. I could sit there and do it. But I couldn't sit there and play a single player by myself for hours and hours.
I see. Here's my thing though: a 40-hour work week, and then you come home, you don't want to get fucking shit on.
But you don't
like. I understand if it's the only multiplayer game you're playing, you're probably gonna get better and stay on top.
Yeah,
and it'll be fun. But if you play if you knock it down to you spread yourself across 5 games at a time, you're gonna get
spread
wrecked.
yourself across 5. Halo, we're not that bad.
Yeah, Halo 3. I used to play with my college.
COD, we're pretty good in pubs.
Justin also takes every time he dies as like a stab to his heart. Like he's getting. You take every kill in a game like you actually got killed in real life.
True. Yeah.
I just run around. It's fun. You could snipe.
But he also runs around and does that. But when he dies, he gets upset that he dies.
Yeah, I'm very aggressive, and then my deaths are so up there, and then I get mad at him.
He'll die to something and be like, "How the fuck did I die?" He's like, "Well, you just did run out in the middle, and then you got
walk
shot
right in front of a claymore laid down in front of it."
But that's usually Gears too, because Gears seems like it's off. Like sometimes the natural one shots, and sometimes
honestly,
it doesn't.
I've always hated Gears multiplayer.
I love
that's
Gears
the only game I
multiplayer.
like. Story more.
I love how it
multiplayer.
feels, but yeah, I know what you mean. It's
I think
it's an aggravating thing.
I'm in like the middle of you guys. Like he really likes single player. You like really multiplayer. Like I'd rather play single player, but then when people are home, I'm like, well, I should probably.
Yeah, I'd rather play if no one's home, I could play some single players. But if I'm online and you guys are all online, why wouldn't I play multiplayer?
That's exactly what I do.
Why do you get tired of Rocket League though?
He's not good at Rocket League.
To listen to you guys complain the entire.
Well, I take that same mentality and apply it to online people that I mute and don't care about and are tryhards and.
Because right now,
and also you don't lose money in those multiplayer. I lose money.
You mean we lose money?
Justin's made a good point. You should probably be on my team now.
I probably should because Justin's sucking lately. He's not carrying me like he used to.
That's because Mauricio is just in the goal,
sitting in goal.
That's actually a good idea. It's actually I'm gonna start doing that too. Just sit in goal.
If you can sit in goal on my team, we'll win.
Whiff.
I can 2v1.
I'm gonna whiff. I'm gonna
everybody.
whiff a lot. Though.
Did we ever try that?
We
just have
you sit. Me and Mauricio did it, and you guys only scored like 1.
That one night that we kept switching off teams, we all I think Eli sat in goal for a good.
Sat in goal basically the rest of the night.
Yeah. My thing is, I can probably beat this kid in midfield if you both are just sitting in goal. But then if I try to pound it into the fucking goal and Justin makes a save, it's a 2v1 the other way for you.
But it's like I'm trying to get through Horizon right. I used to jump around
that's tough because once you jump in and then get out of it, you're not gonna remember shit what you were doing.
Yeah, but he restarted the campaign and then played 2 hours and then did it again.
Well, see, I used to go I would play a bunch of games at one point I was playing Horizon, Zelda, and Mass Effect at all the same time, and I was like, I'm realizing I'm not doing shit in any of these games.
Yeah, I don't know how you.
You had a couple hours in one at each time.
Zelda, I played on break and stuff like that.
Zelda and Horizon, you could do at the same fucking time if you really wanted to. It would be tough, but
Zelda, I play in my every Nintendo game. I don't even. My dock is set up for my Switch, but I don't put it in my Switch whatsoever. It's only in my dock if we're gonna record Mario Kart or anything else on that system. But other than that, it's a handheld console. Like when I heard that Doom and I've really debated getting Wolfenstein 2 on the Switch. Just because I know I'll play it.
Fun.
Yeah, I could. Do you think it's gonna be like?
Does it have a multiplayer component?
Yeah, is it gonna be like it would be on Xbox? Or you think
it's gonna be less graphic? See, that's my other problem. I'm getting the Xbox One X, and the game's gonna look fantastic on the Xbox One X. So I feel like with the 4K TV and the 4K Xbox, I should probably get it on Xbox.
Right.
But I know I'll beat it if I have I'll 100% beat it on my Switch if I have it on my Switch. Just because I have an hour worth of breaks a day, and it's just easy to jump right in and just beat it.
That's true. Yeah.
But I like my Switch more than, not more than my Xbox, but more than my PlayStation.
How dare you say?
Well, I mean, I play, maybe not more, because I play a lot of Xbox, but I play when Mario comes out, I'm probably going to beat that game before I beat Horizon, which is...
I'm going to say, I don't feel like that Mario is going to be...
What?
It's going to be good. It looks weird.
Okay, so what are you...
The hub world's weird.
The hub world is weird, but what are you trying to... You're about to say it's not going to be what?
I'm just saying I'm not as impressed. Granted, I'm not the target audience, but...
You've never...
Because you look at Super Mario 64, you look at Sunshine, you look at...
Galaxy
1 and 2. Wasn't there another one?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
And then you look at this one, and it's a little weird.
It is different.
I think that they're trying to switch it up.
What do you... Switch it up?
Switch it. like that word play.
Bam! Marketing.
Like they're trying to make it different. Maybe they're going to
That's what Nintendo does, though.
Yeah.
That's Nintendo's go-to... They don't release a new game until they have a new idea.
Right.
And the new idea... Zelda was open world this time, so I guess that's a new idea.
Pokemon,
I don't
What new idea?
Yeah, what new
Pokemon's
idea?
not owned by Nintendo though.
I know.
They published the IP for the what is it, Niantics? I think it is.
Do you think
Niantics
this-
Go.
Do you think the
Go.
new Pokemon's going to be
Game
any
Freak.
different?
What?
Do you think the new Pokemon's going to be any different?
No,
You think it'll be the exact same?
I
It
think
doesn't
it's-
need. It doesn't.
it doesn't need to be. They should.
They should switch it
I
up.
would just love
Like,
to fucking play
I mean,
a Pokemon on
you know
that
how it was
size
like-
fucking
it
TV
was
right
like
there.
3D in the last one.
Yeah,
Do you
Moon
think
and-
they're gonna.
I hate 3D so much.
The
you think
Moon
they're
and Sun were good.
Yeah.
Granted, they didn't have gyms in the new.
Yeah, weren't they like really babied down?
You have to do like trials, and it was like it's kind of like a gym, but it's also not like.
My question: were there beauty contests? Because
No,
Fuck that.
I didn't beat it. So
Or-
I'm gonna,
Didn't
I
I
or
just-
mix-
mixing
cut out,
berries.
like-
I would hope it was in Diamond and Pearl, and it pissed me
got
off.
Cut off in like some of the
It's such
earlier
a
ones.
waste of time.
this like I think Super Mario Odyssey is probably gonna be game of the year. The two.
I can
Over
see that
Breath of the
happening.
Wild? No.
Oh no!
Though I'm
Breath of
saying
Wild.
the two games fighting for game of the year are going to be two Nintendo games, which I guess they
You don't think Xbox can throw one out there?
Xbox
Nah,
doesn't have a game of the year. If
Xbox.
anything that's going to compete with that, it's going to be Horizon.
Horizon or Wolfenstein could probably.
I don't think Wolfenstein.
What else is coming?
October 27th is
Shadow of Mordor or Shadow of War?
War.
Sorry.
October 27th
Get your shit right
games. There's like a lot of games coming out this
on
day.
this one day.
Yeah. Can I just have a list?
Fucking love that.
Okay, I don't know how Stranger Things
season 2.
Wolfenstein 2 is coming out that day. Why is Cloverfield on there? Assassin's Creed Origins, Super Mario Odyssey, Saw, apparently. This isn't what I looked
Jigsaw.
up. I typed in games. What the fuck? Upcoming releases.
Ugh. Infinite's gonna.
Do you think that's
Die
going to be
out.
bad?
It'll be passable. It's not gonna be good though.
Did it come out this week? I'm not sure.
If it did, that's bad because I haven't heard anything.
What game? Some game came out this week. Was it Destiny? Was last week?
No, Destiny was last.
I don't remember what.
When did Destiny come out? Was it last Thursday? Tuesday?
Enough for people to talk about it that I'm annoyed already.
There's some.
Everyone's talking. It's like when PUBG. Actually, I didn't get annoyed by PUBG, but everyone was talking about PUBG.
There's some.
PUBG's good.
I mean, I understand
Honest,
it,
I
but then
really-
people are like Destiny
I don't
2.
think PUBG's gonna be.
I love
as
that
good
it's
for
the
Xbox
same.
as it is for PC.
Why?
Because just like the way you have to you have to change your scopes a lot. Like go.
Yeah, but
from
you
a
can do
4X
that
to-
with a-
Yeah, but it's gonna be like in there. It's just drag and pull. In here, it's gonna be like equip where which gun.
Wait,
You know what I mean?
What are you talking about? The
But
Xbox
that's-
version?
it's
Like
the
in
same-
PUBG, you can get like two guns. So
Yeah.
people use like a sniper or a single
Close
shot.
range, long range.
Yeah, you can use like an M16. You can make it close range or long range, like one shot or full auto.
Yeah.
And like they'll switch the stuff to like an 8x or a 4x or an 8x and a red dot.
Right.
So you can go through and like they'll, if I'm in a little bit of a distance fight, I'll switch to my 4x sight on my
Right.
AK. But if they're
Which
coming
on the
closer,
PC
I'll
is just
switch
a-
to my red
just a
dot, and it's just a
drag.
drag and pull.
So what are you saying is like you're gonna have to?
Yeah, I don't
Do
know.
weird-
I think it'll be like
Is that
more
the?
time
Are
consuming.
you saying that's
more
the
of a-
Xbox version?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think it'll
okay.
be more of a pain in the ass. And like when you loot people, like they just boom, drag click. It's gonna be like
But we need
No, but that can be
because we have a
That
controller.
can be quick if you just have fast turn speed or movement speed. Like
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but some people don't
it's not
even
gonna be
bother.
it's not gonna be as fluid. I'll give you that, but I don't think it's gonna be bad. I definitely
think
thought
it'll
more
be-
games
I-
than
I
these.
don't
Granted,
think
Well, they
it'll
should
be
just
as
do it like
good.
you scroll over it, hit A, it goes into your inventory. But then you said you have to back.
Yeah.
I
bounce
thought more
back to
games
equip
than
it.
Origins, Odyssey, and Colossus. I mean, that's a stacked day. I guess I shouldn't
Maybe
say
it's
that.
just like within a couple weeks.
I feel like Origins is gonna get the short end of the
Destiny
stick
2's
on
coming
that
out
one.
for PC. I heard that's gonna be way better because the frame rate.
What game?
Every game on PC is better
I don't know why we don't play Destiny on PC.
because I have an Xbox.
I'm not.
What, Justin?
I've been thinking about it, like I feel like
You should
I
get a
should
PC.
have done PC.
Probably.
Granted, I don't like to sit at the computer desk for the amount of hours I play games,
Until
but
you get yourself a
then
DX
don't you also
Racer.
have to upgrade? Like I'm not smart enough to know what
No,
piece
you know what you
of
do is
my
you get-
technology I need
you
to
go, hey,
upgrade
hey,
every
Louis.
2 years.
Louis, build me a computer that will last me for. I think mine will last for 5 to 7 years. He said, like with all the graphics, I won't have to update anything.
PC gaming is
You
better.
won't have to, but
And then
You
after that,
could,
you could,
right?
Well, yeah. I mean, you could always
like don't they
fucking-
put graphics cards out like every
Yeah.
year, every
Yeah.
2 years?
Well, I mean, those are like super like high.
That's the huge. They're the most expensive part, I think, for a
Graphic-
gaming PC.
I think so.
I'm
Graphics
not sure. I don't know.
I don't know exactly, but I
That's
think
what I'm
that
talking about. I have no idea, so why would I?
Louis will make you one, a great one for cheap, and then he can update it when you want it.
And then if he dies, I'm fucked.
I still don't like.
Not that old.
I don't like gaming on PC. I can't explain
gaming
it.
on PC it just feels so much more.
I'd rather a controller in my hand.
It feels
honestly,
fluid.
I can't playing
the
H1.
Keyboard is what gets me.
I like it better. Like I'm just like I can do my shortcuts on my mouse, so like I don't have to move.
Oh,
my
wait, you
fingers.
get the side button?
Yeah, a lot of the mouses come with like side buttons on it now, even like the cheap ones. So you can just put a control on it.
Like a game like Rocket League, I can understand because I'm pretty sure I would just need the forward and the back buttons and the directional buttons.
The directions, and then
you would do the rest with your mouse.
Tap would be a click and all that stuff and movements.
Yeah, so that would be easy. But then like back when we played CS, I was just like I had to crouch all the fucking time because I would always like just move off of where I didn't want to go, and I was like.
Yeah, and you can quit.
It was
button.
tough.
It makes it's a lot easier now.
Or what was it? It was what WSAD, and then
Control,
that was the move, and then shooting was on my
like slow walk, so they can't really hear you. Control.
Yeah, so I have small hands
crouch.
too, so that was probably a fucking thing. And then control was my crouch, so like everything was over here.
Gaming
you can switch your.
And then what were the grenades? The numbers?
The what?
How did you switch to like grenades?
Yeah, 1,
and
2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can mouse scroll.
I mean,
yeah.
Ooh, could we do that on the original?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get used to it.
I think when we used to play CS, they didn't really have the
scrolls.
Not in every, like obviously mouses had them, but I don't think mine did.
Yeah.
Granted, that was like 2000
whatever, a long time
7.
ago.
Yeah. Was it 7? Wasn't it?
Yeah, the first week of my freshman year at college, I just sat I had a box of Party Mix Cheez-Its and just played CSGO.
I played before I met Justin though. I used to play with Larry and Will and people. We'd play. Yeah, we were playing like 04 and stuff like that. Yeah, we were playing all the time. Gaming on PC is better and probably cheaper.
I like gaming on PC much more than I like console.
Cheaper, because Steam sales are like every single week
on everything,
and they're crazy low. Yeah, like really, really low.
What's the hard drive situation though? Because I think I got like 750 on my computer that I bought in like 2011.
The computer that we're on right now, I have a terabyte. I think at least a terabyte.
I think they come with like.
I think nowadays terabyte.
So like
terabyte's the new thing.
Say you bought Master Chief Collection, which was I think like 114 gigs on our Xboxes. Will that equate to the same thing on a?
Probably not.
It would be less.
Do you guys see the news that this is kind of off topic? That Xbox is making it so you don't have to download the whole game to play the games anymore.
What do you mean?
They've always
you can only
done
download
that.
parts.
No, like I guess they made a program. Let's see if I can find it. I like read.
Isn't that the ready to play? Like Dead Rising 3?
No, like I guess
started,
I guess
they're making get past that barricade until the game was fully downloaded.
Microsoft makes it so you don't have to download.
Don't have to pee.
That's what I look up all the time. Of course, it's not going to be here. Tools. Past 24 hours.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I read a headline, so I'm not exactly sure. I'm not going to be able to find it right now. Maybe I'll find it for next week or something like that. But I guess like they're making a program where you don't have to download the whole game and then you can play it somehow. I don't know exactly how it's going to work. But
just to save on space.
Save on space, yeah.
But that's weird. Wouldn't you have to fluctuate it every now and again? Same way like whenever you hit.
I think it'll probably be like
I want to play multiplayer.
Yeah, if you click multiplayer, it'll just like use that connection to it.
When
Yeah, but when the data have to be downloaded?
I don't know.
Still to access it that quickly?
I probably, if I was going to bring that up, I probably should have found an article or something like that. But I was just because you said the file size and everything.
Band hammers are nice. Like I like these games that actually like build a respectable community. Like Rocket League's great, Overwatch is great.
Yeah, I've never had an
PUBG
issue
seems
overall.
pretty
PUBG
decent.
Is good too.
Yeah, all those games.
And that's still technically free to play, right?
Streamer.
PUBG is not free to play. It's $30.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
It was free to play though.
No. It was never free to play. It's early access. Yeah, it's still early access. Yeah.
But I mean, they update that a lot. They add a lot of new maps, new guns. Like PUBG's done really good with all that stuff.
Don't you like playing games on your TV rather than playing on a computer?
No.
Yeah, but you could play.
I could. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I'm honest. I just have been really.
My problem with that is I'm always
gaming.
doing stuff on my PC while we play games.
Well, I have.
Granted,
I have my laptop to the side sometimes.
Oh, wow, you're so cool.
I mean, you could do it. You have
you could.
I do, but I
get a second monitor.
I could get a second monitor.
You could split screen it too, right? Probably, or just get a huge ass fucking PC monitor. Or
I did.
No, if you threw up, if you threw up CS
right
on 3 cores of this thing, and then just had like a website on the right.
Well, usually I'm editing and stuff while I play games.
Well,
not all. I mean, that's different than most people.
That's too many big windows. Yeah.
I've been listening to. I told you probably both of you this that I've been actually listening to our whole videos. We'll edit. Well, not the hour longs. I can't do the hour longs. I'd have to blow my fucking brain out or something like that.
That was always one of my pet peeves with you is you would upload the videos. I would check them out. You're like, what do you think? And I'm like, I can't hear shit. Except you and the game.
I'm better at the audio level.
Do you even listen to these?
Well, because we used to put out 2 videos a day, and it was just like it's kind of hard for me to listen to 2 videos a day.
And you want to add fucking more. He's a psychopath.
Well, now we were talking with Louis last night about adding more videos or changing up something.
For like Eli's type of it. I want to do something with that Halloween, but I don't know exactly what we do that make it different.
We should just that last week and that Halloween's coming up, just upload a game that we play through the whole thing.
Or 5 different ones.
Louis had a good point though that we probably should play like older games. I don't know if that's what we're gonna do.
The trade secrets.
Sorry, because that's the real trade secret. People don't do that. But I'm just gonna say I don't think Eli talks enough to be in the hour-long videos. I'm sorry, Eli.
I can definitely do it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Eli.
You did fine until dawn. He says it, but he doesn't have an example.
I have examples, but I'd have to show you. I guess is the best.
I did say that one time when he killed your character. Spoilers, and you like pulled out your phone. And I was like, "He's out."
You were very upset about that.
That was the only thing.
There's a bunch of times you pull out your phone. And I want to like smack you in the face.
When, somebody made basketball plans.
I'm not talking about right now. I understand why you're doing it right now. But like last time when we finished Until Dawn, you were doing it. And our podcast is only almost over. 5 more minutes, Eli, and then we're going to go play basketball.
Did we have like 5 fucking topics?
We had some other topics, but then we went down a rabbit hole.
Should we just pump up through them?
We have the Fortnite thing. We have Fortnite and then the Doom. I mean, we kind of talked about Doom and Wolfenstein.
We talked about crossplay kind of before.
It's
weird that Fortnite hasn't advertised this.
Yeah, what do you think about Fortnite? Do you think this is either a bug?
Do you think they fucked up?
I think it's just a bug where it just just happened. So I'll mention the story real quick. These people are live streaming. They got killed. This is on PlayStation 4. They got killed by Cypher and Nino. And on PlayStation, you're not allowed to have space in your name. You have to have like an underscore or a dash or something like that. So obviously that's not a PlayStation name. So the people went on Steam and didn't find it. But I think Steam's a little bit harder to find the name. But then they went on Xbox and they found the exact same name. I guess they didn't. They probably should have looked into it a little bit more to see if they actually played Fortnite. Yeah, they probably should have went to that a little bit, but. Do you think this is going to be something like? Do you think it was just a mistake, or do you think it's just?
I think it was a mistake.
It had to have been a mistake.
Let them.
Sony is dumb. Why you wouldn't do crossplay?
I don't know why they wouldn't either. I think it's
the only argument you can make is that it might not sell consoles.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. But if my friends play, say you guys were all PS4 and I had an Xbox, that could get me to make the switch to the PS4. But if I have my Xbox and we can all play together, then. But
I feel like at least for this past generation, when this generation was coming out, we kind of like all agreed they were like, we're gonna.
It was a rough decision though.
It was at first. It was definitely a rough decision.
Because I was going PS4 and then I was like, I feel like I should hold out. Just Xbox will do something to make it worth it. And then the exclusives were split.
Well, when it first happened, I know me and Justin at least were like, we're going PS4. I think you might have went PS4 with us. Yeah. And then Mauricio was like, I'm sticking with Xbox. I was like, that's a dumb idea, which. At the time, it was definitely like when that first
that was right after the E3.
That was like granted, he didn't watch the conference or anything, so he had no fucking clue what was going on. But there is arguments of why not to do crossplay. But at the same time, Xbox does it with PC, and PlayStation does it with PC. It's just dumb. People are gonna buy your consoles if they want to play your games.
It's goodwill, though. I feel like it would almost benefit because you still have your exclusives, right?
Exactly. Your consoles are going to sell
for some of the fighting exclusives.
I have my PlayStation.
Like if I played this and I met a PlayStation person and then they had some fucking exclusive like a Last of Us multiplayer, they're like, "Hey, you should come play," and I was like, "Well, I don't have a console, but it's pretty cheap this weekend. I'll pick one up."
Stuff like that would happen, and I'm like me. I have a PlayStation that sits there to be my console exclusive machine.
I like set up the PlayStation, and then the internet thing was giving me trouble. I haven't even started Last of Us or Horizon, so it's just kind of sitting there looking pretty.
That's like I have the PS4. Granted, I got the PS4 Pro just because I took so much money from GameStop that day. Yeah. But I had the other PlayStation to play all the exclusives and stuff. Yeah. And just like I have my Switch to play exclusives and stuff.
PlayStation does have real good exclusives.
They have great exclusives if they ever come out.
I can admit that. They do have some real good exclusives.
They'll come out. They'll come out eventually. But
imagine if Spider-Man got canceled.
That won't get canceled, but I'm saying, like, is it actually going to come out next year? We don't actually know if it's going to happen.
Well, I was kind of saying, like, what if Spider-Man was there scale bound or something like that?
What
would people say?
That would be the craziest.
Yeah, I don't know. I
don't think that'll ever happen, but people are going to buy your systems if they want to play
some people just like how small the PS4 controller is, how big the Xbox is. That's literally a deciding factor for some people.
Yeah, or they prefer
is more comfortable in my hand than
or
this
the
one.
Xbox people right now are preferring the services more than the exclusives.
I
Yet they still want exclusives.
I find it hard to believe, like, say we had Xbox and then we met someone on PlayStation. Like, one of our friends had a PlayStation. We had Destiny on Xbox. Like, well, I don't have it on PlayStation. We're not going to all go out and be like, well, we're going to go buy a PS4 to play Destiny with
because
you.
I have it.
Right.
Like,
I've had that friend in New York from college, and he keeps saying, I kept trying to get him on Xbox. He kept trying to get me on PlayStation, and never happened. It's been like 6 years. Never happened.
I'm never going to go buy another game for like the same game I already own for a different system.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'd love to play with my friends.
Right.
And PlayStation is the one they're actually being the assholes about this, which
Did
is
Microsoft say they would do it?
Microsoft's like, we've talked to Sony, we'll do it.
Yeah.
But Sony's like, well, we don't want to do it. And it has to just be for console sales.
Well, it makes more sense because they're
winning.
They're leading right now, so they'd be the ones giving up probably more than Xbox.
But if you did it, it's not like everyone's going to be like, what are you doing? Or like, we're boycotting this or anything. It's just going to get them goodwill with their community.
Like, wow, this is great.
Exactly.
I still feel like PC should probably. I like the Xbox One to Windows 10 thing crossplay, but we get wrecked on
That's
PlayStation.
just
Or
Rocket
we get
League, though.
It seems like, no, that's probably a lot of game. Like PUBG, people have been talking about how people.
I heard they're going to do crossplay for that, and it's going to be the worst idea ever. They're going to have
for
to
Xbox people because
they don't have a mouse and keyboard.
Right.
Even Rocket League's a little bit more like you can
Rocket
fly
League,
easier and stuff like
is
that.
Way easier to play on mouse and
Yeah, you
keyboard.
can fly and stuff, but like it's not that much of a difference.
Right.
Like if you're a good flyer, I guess that you have a big advantage. But if you're good with mouse and keyboard,
well, so it's the flying that they just do. Like they look like a fucking like fast.
but we
tornado.
could also do that if we just lowered our sensitivity and figured it out. You could spin and stuff if you lower like we could be as good as mouse and keyboard if we figured out how to play with lower sensitivity on a controller.
Sure.
It's not going to be as precise, but the huge gap is going to be big.
Okay. I mean, that does make sense, I guess.
What else we got?
That's pretty much it, other than the Doom and Wolfenstein thing that's coming to Switch, which I think's huge, but I kind of mentioned that.
And what did you also say came out of that direct was
they made a Mario Party game, all the best Mario Party games, but it's only for 3DS.
Boo.
So sorry to break your spirit a little bit there, Eli.
I've wanted to play some Mario Party games.
Yeah, well, when you told me you sold that as they have the best.
That is a really
you said
good
the
game.
Best game.
That's a really
but you told me last night, and I was like, that sounds lazy, and you're like, it is kind of lazy. It's just reskinning. It's just pulling parts of.
It is, but it's also
it's
listening.
A collection.
It's
I would
knowing
say.
what your player base wants, though. At the same time, it's actually being good to your good to your player base. At least in my opinion.
I like the Mario parties, except they blue shelled everybody pretty much.
Or what, the stars at the end?
Yeah, they would just fuck you over at the very end.
I wish we had a Mario Party because I'd do a video. That video would be so fucking long though, like unbelievably
because we
long.
tried that and it got.
Yeah, but Larry kind of also was chewing and being mad loud and shit when we recorded that.
And we only had 2 mics for 4 people.
Yeah, that too. But I me and Eli were talking about games we want to play. Like I want to play Smash. I want to play Mario Party.
Smash would be fucking fantastic.
But
especially that we never utilized the 8-player from Brawl or whatever.
No, well, it's annoying. Like I want to buy that Wii U or that Wii just to play Brawl, but at the same time, I don't know when the Switch version of Super Smash is going to come out, so I don't want to spend $80 and
then it comes out like 2 weeks later.
I mean, I could go buy that one that I saw on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah. I also don't like buying stuff on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh yeah, because you'll get robbed.
I don't know if it's going to work, or I get robbed or anything like
Craigslist?
That. It's pretty much the Craigslist of Facebook. But I want to play Smash. There's a bunch of games I want to play. But
what were the other 2 tabs? Or 3
the other
tabs?
2 tabs is Fiverr and Firewatch. Those are just extra tabs and stuff I was looking up. But that is going to be it for this week's podcast. We got to go play some basketball because I think they're all there. If I'm reading all these texts correctly, we're kind of a little bit late. But we're the best ones, so they're kind of just missing out on.
This is true.
They're just playing a bunch of bums down there, like 3-on-3, just bum. The A team is coming. That is 100% the truth.
Yeah, and then we'll be made captains, and we won't play.
Shiner, that is 100%.
Oh, Shiner is pretty good.
But he
needs somebody on his team, or else he's not good.
Right.
Because he needs someone to pass him the ball. Yeah, exactly. He's not going to make his own plays by
Shiner's
himself.
the only one that could fucking catch. Actually, you can kind of catch him too. Actually, I don't know.
We can all catch him.
Shiner's like I rifle that ball at fucking Shiner, and he's just had so much practice.
When people just cover Shiner, they just like avoid him for some reason. They just like forget about him.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
He's like telling jokes and like
high.
tickling
Yeah.
people and
He also
shit,
doesn't
and then
get
he's just
covered. What I hate about being a captain is I get covered by the other
us
person's
three
captain.
cover
Yeah.
each other.
It's just annoying. If you put whoever covering Shiner on me, I'll probably do whatever he
Yeah,
does too. We
I
all
fucking-
would.
I hate getting paired. Like,
I hate
start
playing
out the key and like Eli or Adam comes up to me. I'm like, okay,
That's how I feel in
it's gonna be a
fucking-
shit
that's
fucking
how I-
game for
every
me.
time Adam always covers me, it's fucking annoying.
So our podcast comes out every Monday at 3 p.m. Make sure to check out our other videos. We have Mario Kart videos, Overwatch videos, Overcooked
Until
videos,
Dawn.
Fibbage, Until Dawn.
Until
That
Dawn
actually,
was good.
that's going up today. Yeah, so that's going to be up by now. Emily is away. Other stuff like that.
Fuck that up.
If you want to get all our videos early, support us on patreon.com/Cryantics.
Yeah,
Pledge
vote
a dollar, you
for
get
our
all our
next game.
videos early. Oh, you can vote on our next game. Get a name in the credits if you want at the end of the every video.
Every.
Forget what else do we have? Oh, you can play with us.
Talk
Discord hangout,
Podcast topic.
podcast topic, stuff like that. So check that out, patreon.com/Cryantics. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on youtube.com/Cryantics, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.